Hey guys, so this is a video I've been asked to make by some of my viewers. It's not that I didn't want to make it, I just thought it was unnecessary. A lot of my recent videos have been doing fine enough, or even really great, to the point I didn't think it was a problem I shifted my content. Nobody really cared, if anything, everyone seemed to love it. I only got the odd comment about Animal Jam. Like every third video I'd post, someone would ask me why I'm not making videos on Animal Jam anymore. And most of the time, I'd respond to them with a short answer of why. But in all reality, there's a lot of reasons why I'm not making Animal Jam content anymore. In this video, we'll explain everything. I'm going to be very open and honest with my experience making Animal Jam content and how it's made me feel over the years, the good and the bad. So, with that all said, let's get right into the video. First of all, before I get into anything, I'm not quitting Animal Jam. You may even see me on the game time to time. It would take a lot for me to actually delete Animal Jam and never come back to it. Although, I barely log on the game, and as I said, I don't want to make videos for Animal Jam anymore. It has been 3 months since I made an Animal Jam related video. With that said, I'm still making other kind of content, as you can see on my YouTube page. I love creating videos, so that's something I'll never give up, no matter what happens. Anyways, with that out of the way, why am I done with Animal Jam? Well, there's actually a lot of reasons, as I've previously mentioned at the start of the video. And I'll go over each reason separately, so the video doesn't feel chaotic. I do want this video to be well structured, after all. First reason, I don't feel the same passion about making Animal Jam content anymore. So, this reason is probably the most obvious, and I thought I'd talk about it first, as it's probably the biggest reason why I'm done with Animal Jam content. I've made over 200 videos all about Animal Jam. Don't believe me? Scroll through my videos and look for yourself. It's actually insane, but besides the insanity, it's just gotten stale over the years. Doing update reviews, talking about Animal Jam drama, running out of Animal Jam story times to talk about, ranking things in Animal Jam, and talking about how AJHQ has fumbled the bag about 1,000 times. I've made so many Animal Jam videos, these all just felt like the same thing but rehashed in a different way. These Animal Jam topics are not fun to make videos about anymore. At a certain point, I felt forced to make videos for the game, which really sucked and drained a lot of my creativity. And I'm going to share something with you guys that you might not already know. Videos that are drama or awareness or anything with shock value do way better than other kinds of Animal Jam content, at least from my own experience. Which sometimes would suck. I would pour my heart and soul into some videos, only for them to perform poorly. Then, when I talk about AJHQ doing something bad, I get tons of views and traction. Which is why I made so many critical videos on Animal Jam. Like, there were a lot of valid criticisms I've made about Animal Jam that I don't regret making, so I'm not saying I don't think those videos were a good idea. But I do feel like I overdid it a bit with the negative videos on Animal Jam. It sort of became my whole thing that people knew me for, which was fine. I'm glad I was able to be the person to speak out about the issues in the game, but sometimes I just wanted to make a video about art-related topics or silly stories of mine. I felt like I forced myself to be critical all the time when I genuinely didn't want to be anymore. I am critical about a lot of things, obviously, but not to the point where every single video of mine has to be a critical take. It was just too much for even me. And like I said before, from my own experience, the critical videos, ones where I said AJHQ did this or this is out of control about Animal Jam, were the ones that did well. Animal Jam is a niche game, and it was sort of bringing me down, because with every video that did well, I had one that didn't do well, and as someone who wants to see improvement on this channel, it just made me depressed to see my Animal Jam videos perform so poorly. It was usually out of my control, since Animal Jam just isn't as popular as it once used to be, which is why the shock value or critical videos are what still do well, a lot of the time. And I don't want to make constant critical videos on Animal Jam anymore. It was mentally draining on me, so over time it led me to not feeling as passionate about creating content for Animal Jam. Second reason, Animal Jam was never the content I intended to do on YouTube. So I don't think I've ever told anyone about this, but from the very start I wanted to make videos about art or animation related topics. I actually had another username called KikiPaw, on both Instagram and YouTube, where I'd create artwork, comics, and animations. But it never took off. And one day, when I was watching Animal Jam trade attempt videos, I got inspired to make my own video. So I created an Animal Jam YouTube channel called Leamon Puppy. I literally just took photos of my trade attempts and put them into a slideshow with music and posted it to YouTube. And soon after I uploaded a few trade attempt videos, they started to get some traction, more than what I was used to getting. So of course, I was excited. I kept making those trade attempt videos, and then I started branching out into other kinds of Animal Jam content, where I talk about the game with my actual voice. It eventually led me into a path of being an Animal Jam YouTuber. I was welcomed by all of the love and attention on my videos, but felt forced to make it Animal Jam exclusive content. But as I said before, it was never what I really wanted to be making videos about. It was great, and I still had fun, but every now and then I'd create a video about art-related topics as that's what I was genuinely passionate about. And a lot of the time, those art-related videos did pretty well. And that's when I started to realize, maybe I don't have to create Animal Jam videos. Maybe I could create videos on art-related topics. Third reason, the Animal Jam community is toxic, and I realize that's never going to change. I see a lot of people discuss how toxic the Animal Jam community is on both YouTube and Instagram. Even I have talked about it in past videos. A lot of the time, people say things like, "We gotta work together to make this community better." But the thing is, that's not gonna happen. The Animal Jam community has been toxic for years now, and honestly, I think it's gone worse and worse over those years. And there's a lot of factors involved that make the community so toxic. It's not just one person after all, and sometimes it's Animal Jam HQ themselves that makes the community suffer. I don't really think I need to get into all the details on why this community is toxic, as I've already made plenty of videos on that subject, as you might already know. But I will say, I've personally experienced a lot of terrible things due to the Animal Jam community. Like, even as a people pleaser / peacekeeper, it's hard to avoid drama in the Animal Jam community. One wrong video or post, and you're suddenly in Animal Jam drama for months. And yes, it does depend on what the post or video is about, because some things do need backlash, but I have seen some people in this community get attacked for really unreasonable things. Even me, for example. I made a video about a new type of hack in Animal Jam, where they get you to email them your password and username in Animal Jam, and I showed some of the YouTube channels that use this method. These channels didn't show their main account usernames in Animal Jam or anything where it really mattered that I was exposing them. Yet, I was still attacked by a whole Discord server of Animal Jam hackers, because one person was upset I called them out on their Animal Jam hacking method. It was insane and really unnecessary. Again, I didn't even reveal any of their main Animal Jam account usernames. So, they shouldn't have cared so much. I would assume most people in that situation would just change the YouTube channel's name and delete the videos. But, as I said, I was harassed from these random Animal Jam hackers that I didn't even know. I got sent a bunch of art of Leamon that was inappropriate, I was called horrible names, they successfully scammed me, I don't want to get into it, but yes, I lost a lot of my rare items from them, and they even attempted to dox me. They didn't get the information right, but it was still scary for me. And not to mention how this all made me feel at the time. I genuinely don't think a mere video about me warning players in Animal Jam about a hack method warrants that kind of harassment. And honestly, there's been more times I've experienced terrible things in this community, but this was just one of the worst experiences for me. Again, this community is toxic. There's people like this a part of the game, a lot of them in fact, and I personally am done with being involved in the Animal Jam community for this reason. Yeah, I might log on Animal Jam time to time to have some fun, but I don't want to be a part of the Animal Jam community anymore. Those are all my reasons on why I'm done with Animal Jam. Even with this all said, I still loved being able to create content for Animal Jam. I loved being able to create characters for the game, create a story and episode dedicated to Animal Jam's lore. I loved being able to be real and not be another fake positive person in the community. And most of all, I was so happy so many of you guys wanted to watch my videos. Seeing your comments always made me smile, and it got me through a lot. So thank you. If you were someone who watched my Animal Jam videos, it really meant a lot to me. But, as you know from my reasons I just discussed, I'm done with Animal Jam, and I'm moving on into other kinds of content on this channel. If you're someone who has watched my recent videos, then you know what kind of content I create now. And there's a lot of you, as I've seen in my comment section. So thank you. But if you haven't watched my recent videos, then maybe try giving some a watch. See if you like it or not. Either way, thanks for being here. I appreciate all of you. And that's it for this video.
You probably have 6 Arctic wolves. That or you're 8 years old.
So I traded my royal tiara for their snails, and then they buddied me both. Don't copy one of your favorite YouTubers, because that isn't going to help you in any way.
Strong male Komodo dragon with the power of 5.
You pretend to quote-unquote hate Arctic wolves, but secretly you like them and just can't afford one. Yeah, so I never actually finished this comic.
That lion is a phantom. Just like
Today we're going to talk about the idea of playing as a phantom in Animal Jam.
this is such a solid design. I'm gonna give it like a 9 out of 10.
My account Leamon Puppy was deleted from Animal Jam.
Well, it's quite common in this situation for a patient to feel kind of
Emoji items in Animal Jam.